There's a tax refund deadline coming up that almost nobody is talking about, and if you miss it, you may lose the opportunity forever. This isn't marketing, this is the reality, and here's how it happened. During the COVID disaster period that the government declared from early 2020 through mid-23, special federal rules that affected how certain IRS interest charges and failure to pay penalties were calculated. And recently, 2 federal court decisions interpreted those rules in favor of you and me, the taxpayers. The IRS had been calculating things differently. Now here's where things get interesting. If you owed the IRS from early 2020 through mid-23 and you paid interest or failure to pay penalties, there may be situations where the government collected more than it should have. Now let me slow this down a little bit. This isn't free money and this isn't automatic. Not everybody qualifies. The IRS is actively contesting some of these claims, so the law is developing. But here's what most people miss. The question isn't whether the law will continue developing, because it will. The question is whether you'll still have the rights when it does, because the filing deadline is July 10th, 2026. And if you wait until after that deadline to find out whether or not you qualify, it may be too late. And that's the part that concerns me. Most people focus on, do I have a claim? The bigger question is, what happens if I wait too long to find out? Because if the courts continue moving in this direction, the people who preserve their rights before the deadline may have options, and the people who waited won't. And that's a very different situation. So what we do here at Best Tax Pro is very straightforward. First, we pull your transcripts. We look at what was actually charged, and we determine whether a legitimate claim might exist. Then we tell you the truth. If it's worth pursuing, we will tell you, and if it's not, we'll tell you that too. If you carried an IRS balance during those years, book a review and let's find out before the window closes.